We spend billions searching for solutions to our biggest problems in labs. But what if the ultimate blueprints were already perfected, hidden inside some of the planet's most surprising creatures? Today, we're unlocking the secrets of nature's microscopic superheroes. It kind of sounds like a riddle, right? But believe me, the answer could revolutionize everything, from medicine to material science. We're about to meet two creatures that have mastered survival and strength in ways that, well, they almost defy imagination. All right, let's open our first case file. We're talking about what might just be the toughest animal on Earth, and maybe even off it. So this little guy is the tardigrade. They're less than a millimeter long. They got 8 chubby legs, and they look a little bit like a microscopic bear. That's why people call them water bears. But don't let that cute look fool you. These creatures are, for all intents and purposes, virtually indestructible. And when I say tough, I mean conditions that sound like they're straight out of science fiction. They've literally been exposed to the vacuum of space and survived. You can freeze them to temperatures just a hair above absolute zero, boil them, and hit them with radiation doses hundreds of times higher than what would kill a human. They are true masters of survival. So how on earth do they do it? Well, their secret is a superpower called cryptobiosis. When things get really bad, the tardigrade can basically hit a biological pause button. It gets rid of almost all the water in its body and just shuts down its metabolism completely. It's a state of suspended animation that can last for years, even decades. But here's the crazy part. For pretty much any other living thing, drying out like that means instant death. Your cells would just collapse, your DNA would shred. So how does the tardigrade pull off the impossible? You can bet scientists were obsessed with this question. And cracking the tardigrade's code, well, it led to one of the most exciting discoveries in modern biology. So it turns out tardigrades have this special set of proteins, TDPs for short. And when the tardigrade goes into that suspended state, these proteins turn the liquid inside its cells into a smooth, glassy substance. Think of it like a bioglass that locks everything in place, protecting all the delicate machinery of the cell from shattering. Now, this led to a really wild idea. Could this trick work on human cells? So in this absolutely groundbreaking experiment, scientists put these proteins into human cells in a lab, and the result was astonishing. The proteins formed that exact same protective gel, and the human cell's metabolism slowed right down to a crawl. They basically entered a kind of suspended animation. And get this, the whole process was completely reversible. So what does this actually mean for us? The possibilities here are just staggering. I mean, what if we could put our cells on pause to slow down the aging process? Or what if we could stabilize life-saving vaccines so they don't need to be refrigerated and we could get them to the most remote parts of the world? We could even preserve organs for transplants for days instead of just hours, saving countless lives. Okay, so we've gone from microscopic survival to macroscopic power. Let's open our second case file on an animal whose strength just seems to defy the laws of physics. Let me introduce you to the mantis shrimp. The mantis shrimp hunts with these 2 specialized clubs that it uses to just smash its prey. And it does this at speeds up to 23 meters per second. This isn't just fast, it's one of the absolute quickest accelerations known in the entire animal kingdom. To put that into perspective for you, its club accelerates so quickly that it's actually faster than a .22 caliber bullet, leaving the barrel of a gun. The punch is so powerful it literally vaporizes the water around it, creating a shockwave that can stun or kill prey even if the club itself misses. It's incredible. And that brings us to a huge engineering mystery. If you tried to hit something with that much force using a weapon we designed, it would probably shatter after just a few hits. But the mantis shrimp, it can deliver thousands of these devastating blows in its lifetime. How is its club so insanely durable? Well, the answer is all in its structure. By looking really close, scientists have been able to deconstruct nature's perfect armor, and it's given us a blueprint for a whole new generation of materials. The secret sauce is something called a Bouligand structure. Okay, so imagine you have layers of microscopic fibers, kind of like a natural carbon fiber. But instead of all of them lining up, each layer is just slightly rotated, creating this amazing, spiraling, twisted plywood design. And here's the genius of that design. In a normal material, a crack just travels in a straight line. Boom, clean break. But in the mantis shrimp's club, those twisted layers force any crack to constantly change direction. This spiraling path spreads out the impact energy and stops the damage from spreading. It prevents total, catastrophic failure. And by copying this design, we can create some truly revolutionary new materials. We're talking about body armor that's way lighter but much more effective, car bodies and airplane parts that can withstand incredible impacts without breaking, and even stronger, safer sporting equipment. The list just goes on. So, after all this, what do these two incredible creatures really teach us? Well, it all comes down to one really powerful idea: biomimicry. It's the practice of looking to nature for inspiration to solve our own human problems. You see, these animals aren't just biological oddities. You should think of them as the result of millions of years of research and development done by evolution itself. They are living, breathing blueprints, offering up these elegant solutions to some of our most complex challenges. And that leaves us with a final, really tantalizing thought. If we can learn how to put life on pause from a tiny water bear and how to build better armor from a shrimp, what other secrets are just waiting out there to be discovered in the world all around us? And what game-changing breakthrough are we going to unlock next?